guys, what's going on? It's RC Knockout and I am back with another video. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Nolan, and in today's video, I have got my TRAXXAS Xmaxx out. Now, in the previous video, I installed the center differential on that machine. Now, that Xmaxx started out as a version 1 TRAXXAS Xmaxx, which the TRAXXAS Xmaxx did not come with a center differential. So what I did in the last video was I upgraded it to the center diff that came in the 8S version 2 Xmaxx. So I swapped out the rear bulkhead, I bought the center diff, swapped that in. The other thing I've actually done since that video, in that video I determined that I chipped a few teeth on that rear pinion gear, or on that rear ring gear of my differential, and I just chipped a few teeth off and I decided to put it back in. In the end, I had a new one sitting around, so I changed my mind. I went back in the next day, or a day or two later. I decided to swap it out for a new diff. I even opened up the front diff to make sure that, or the front housing to make sure the front diff was okay, and the front diff was okay. So that's basically the damage assessment after the skate park bash. So we bashed it at the skate park, and the only damage we got was like 3 or 4 teeth were chipped off of the rear pinion gear, or the rear, I keep on saying pinion gear. A few teeth were, like 3 or 4 teeth were chipped off of the rear differential gear. And I was going to leave it because I wasn't hearing any noises at the skate park, but in the end, I'll just use those as a backup. I swapped a new pinion and diff gear in the back, and I did open up, like I said, the front and made sure the fronts look perfect. There doesn't appear to be any chipped teeth on the pinion or the differential gear on that front differential. So we brought the Xmaxx out today to test it out. It is running 18-tooth pinion and a 52 spur gear, and we're going to test it out today and see if we notice any difference jumping it and just running it, driving it around with that center diff rather than having that solid 51-tooth output gear. So I think it's about time to jump right into it. Alright guys, I am back out with the TRAXXAS Xmaxx. I am running 8S, and this is the first run since I put the center differential in there. So nothing else has changed. We're running the stock body. The thing I found out is we only have one fan working on this thing at this point. Just one fan on this blower. This fan does not work anymore, and the fan on the ESC hasn't been working for like a month now. Good thing is it is only like 30 degrees out, 32 degrees, so I think we're good where we don't have to worry about it overheating. And we are of course running 8S. We're running these Youme Power 6500 milliamp 4-cell packs, and they are a 60C discharge rate. And I do have some ramps set up, so we're going to hit the ramps. We're just going to see how it performs with the center diff. It shouldn't really perform all that much different. Hopefully we just won't be tearing up gears today. Whoa! Holy crap. That honestly scared me for a second. Yikes. Go big or go home. Nice. Pretty rough terrain right there. We're just ripping over it, guys. That doesn't get old, guys. The Xmaxx is probably the best sounding electric RC too. I mean, people don't really talk about the sound of electric RCs, but they do make noises. They all have their own noises. And the Xmaxx just has one of the better sounds compared to a lot of the electric machines. It just does. Part of it's tire noise, but a lot of it's just the wail of that motor, that electric motor. This one does have the 1200 kV. This was a version 1, so it did originally have the 1600, but that one got pulled out. I do have another 1600 kV sitting around, where if this 1200 does burn up, that'll go back into this. And I know the 1600 does have a little bit more get up and go, has more top end than this motor, I know for sure. It's pretty quick, guys. So far, I haven't noticed anything different. Feels about the same to me. Doesn't really feel a whole lot different than it did without the center diff. Nice. That one was nice. And remember guys, I did put the 50 weight fluid in this, so don't forget there is 50 weight shock fluid. I'm not even thinking what I'm saying. Has 50 weight shock fluid in those shocks, which you know, it might play some difference where maybe it doesn't bottom out quite as bad. I haven't really been able to tell all that much, but the whole reason I did it was so it could take bigger jumps and take those landings better than the stock 30 weight oil. Pretty rough over there, but the X-maxx just eats it up and does not care. It really is my favorite RC, guys. I don't think there's anything better than the X-maxx. Okay, bringing it back again. Ooh, that dug into the ground pretty bad. I don't hear any diff noises yet though, surprisingly. Alright guys, so far so good. Maybe that center dish has saved our gears. It's hard to tell. Don't know yet. We just took a really nasty tumble. Really nasty. We literally just nosedived it right into the ground, which was not pretty. Ooh. So that kind of just sucks. We're gonna land awkwardly from time to time. Let's do a full speed just right past us. Let's bring it back again. I love going full speed through the grass. Nice. Nice. X-maxx is such an awesome machine, guys. If you guys have not looked into buying an X-maxx, if you're looking for probably the ultimate electric monster truck, or possibly the best electric truck out there, arguably. Some people say Arrma stuff's better. To be honest with you, the Arrma stuff's good, but they make their stuff heavier. A lot of stuff's based on metal chassis, which I have found out the hard way. Metal chassis does not work well for bashing. It just does not. They don't work well. And on top of that, when you have to replace a gear on an Arrma, the gears for Arrma stuff cost ridiculous. Nice. I mean, look just how well the X-maxx flies, guys. X-maxx has about the best suspension of any RC that I've seen. Whoa! Oh wow, did I get that on camera? That hit the ground hard. I don't hear any diff clicking or anything yet, guys. That is surprising because that hit really hard. We'll see if we can make it through this whole bash session without anything breaking. I need to come up with the ramp with a little bit less speed. And that one hit almost worse. Yikes. Yikes. I feel like I couldn't be landing much worse than I am. Like, I feel like I'm landing this thing really bad. So far, I'm impressed with how well it's doing. That center diff maybe has saved us, guys, because I can just about guarantee if I had that lock spool in the back, this thing would be grinding like crazy. It just would. Landed it. That one definitely wanted to nosedive a little bit. We just hit low voltage mode, guys. Bummer, but you know what? Listen to that. Listen to this thing. I don't hear any diffs clicking, guys. Whoops. That is impressive, guys. And it just died completely. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so then you'll be notified whenever I come out with new videos. Later.